Imagine a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier cutting through the Caribbean Sea, not as a show of strength, but under the banner of fighting drug cartels. That's what the US is claiming. But for Venezuela, it feels like something very different. A creeping threat, a potential push toward regime change. Tensions between Washington and Caracas have surged. The US has deployed a powerful naval strike group, including destroyers, amphibious ships, and marines. Two waters near Venezuela. The Washington Post, according to US officials, the mission is clear: counter narcotics. But critics argue the scale of this deployment reveals a deeper strategic ambition. In parallel, the US is carrying out lethal strikes on vessels in the Caribbean Sea, which it says are operated by narco-terrorist organizations. These operations have killed dozens, according to reports. One such strike, for example, targeted a small boat that US intelligence alleged was carrying drugs. For Venezuela's president, Nicolas Maduro, the moves are deeply threatening. In response, Caracas has mobilized tens of thousands of troops, deployed warships and drones, and even called on its civilian militia to prepare for potential conflict. Maduro frames the US deployment not as a counter-drug effort, but as a direct attack on Venezuelan sovereignty. He has repeatedly warned of a republic in arms if Caracas is forced to defend itself. Meanwhile, ordinary Venezuelans are responding. Many are signing up for the Bolivarian militia, supporting Maduro's rhetoric of resisting US pressure. The government's message is clear. This isn't just about drug trafficking. To them, it's existential. On the other side, US officials maintain that their doctrine is rooted in counter-narcotics, not regime change. However, legal experts question the legality of some of these actions, especially when warships operate near or within international waters, and when lethal force is used. There's also a broader geopolitical reading that this is about leverage in Latin America, influence over oil, and containing adversarial alliances. International reactions are mixed but cautious. Some warn that continuous strikes risk violating international law. Venezuela has taken its case to the global stage, accusing the US of imperial overreach. Meanwhile, regional neighbors observe nervously any miscalculation could trigger a bigger conflict. At Hitzert, this showdown raises a stark question. Is this really a fight against drug cartels, or a slow-moving squeeze aimed at Maduro's government? The human cost is not just political. Venezuelans could pay the price. And if diplomacy fails, the worst-case scenarios are more than just talking points. What happens next could reshape not only US-Venezuela relations, but also the balance of power in Latin America. A military mistake could lead to a confrontation, but a negotiated path, though fraught, might save lives and prevent escalation. It's time for more voices, more scrutiny, and more pressure for dialogue. Because in situations like this, what es? Azteca Sentilla strategy. It is the future of a nation.